pride will not let you. And your enemies are there devouring your families, killing them, raping them, seizing the properties, and sacking the village. Where will you go? The shame will be worse when at the end of the day, with your help to prohibit the actualization of our freedom, at the end of the day, you will also be a professor, an engineer, a nurse, a doctor, common man with no country. Like we say, he who goes a borrowing goes a sorrowing. Anything that doesn't belong to you, anything that is loaned to you, anything that is given to you can be taken. I have been re-emphasizing this every day. Yours is yours. Ours is ours. Because you have, so you can make it ours. Because you can contribute to the actualization. Because you contribute to restoration of Biafra. We, that is our nation, Biafra. Nigeria is never a nation. It has never been a nation. I refer you to their 1960 anthem that has a lot in it, that details you that is full of lies. And today we are fighting. Today we are just talking about rubbish. We are. And those that are right on the matter, those that are right on the issue, are fighting for the freedom. Where and when are you going to listen to the voices of our people at home? Come. People in Biafra and people in diaspora, come and save us. Come and help us. Are you not hearing those calls? Are you not hearing those cries? And to ensure that you're divided more, somebody, assuming to be another person, is calling you a terrorist. We are used to it. It will not feather us. It will not make us stand down, because what we did in Brussels, what our people did in Brussels, shook them up. And this is the spirit of Biafrans. You, as an individual, you can make a difference. And the difference you can make depends on your state of mind. It's your contribution towards the salvation of your land. Salvage whatever is left. Restore your ancestral land by doing what is right. Or is your contribution is geared towards the loss of your ancestral land to the Fulanis, where your land becomes the land of the Fulanis, and you, the indigenous person that owns that land, becomes a squatter. and you said you are son of the soil. What were you thinking when you contributed to the loss of your identity, your indigenous possession, to a foreigner from the Sahel that have come to dwell in your forest and your backyard with the help of your politicians, most of whom you are loyal to? And that is why our leader said he wants a few hundred men. If you are genuine, you will call your political brother, your politician, your political, what do I call it? Matador. Please, your activities are killing us. I can no longer support you. You don't have the guts to do that. They will come. They will deceive you. They will promise you how much you have in the bank. And you will deviate from the right path to the wrong path. All of a sudden you become a politician from diaspora, supporting the loss of your ancestral land. Remember, this is what the whole thing is all about. It is not whether you're PDP or APC. Both are the same. When you presume that PDP is for the Biafrans and the APC is for the Arewa, who is heading the PDP? It's an Arewa. One thing I would like you to reference to one more time. Your land is being taken over by force with your help. Did you get it? Your land is being taken over with your help. There is nothing like a PVC, presidential, this and that. All is fluke, a lie. If you want to prove me wrong, refer to the local election held in the West. Was it early this week or later part of last week? Every polling APC won. So what they are telling you is APC is everywhere. Ironically, what they are telling you is that the Arewas have taken over. So even if you're PDP, you're not going to win. And the time PDP is going to win is when Atiku is at the head. And you will see how many of the APCs that will vote for him. And then your eyes will be clear, will be wide open. Even if you didn't vote, you will see the number of votes the APC will garner. They've rigged it. They know what the result is going to be. I question you again. What is your role? We should be talking about referendum. We should be sojourning to the world. But how can you, when you are calling for your freedom, others are going abroad, talking about being a candidate of a defunct, shameless embezzlers? And what goes through their mind is, are these people serious at all? There are some actions you take and it brings negative reaction. Don't take him serious. They are not serious. The Duduwas go. They go and they send message to UK. This is the situation. We are tired. But Biafrans go, not sending message, but rather, what can we do so that we can be president? What is it? Boris Johnson, what can we do so that we can be president? Go and kill your brothers. Is that all? Yes. Go and kill your brothers. When I was telling you about the state of our land, this is the message. Another message just came in. Fulanis are so much now in our bushes. Yukwa no Mwaya. Isi Ukwato Road. I am also organizing vigilante in Yukwa no Mwaya that will enter inside bushes to know where they are staying in our bushes. So they are in your bushes. Where are the people? These are the people you allow the Fulanis to kill. Now the need for our young men is arising. This is the damage that has been caused by the governors that supervise the killing of our youth. You call them names. You call them miscreants. You kill them in the name of ESN. You kill them in the name of IPOB. But they are Biafrans. Now you need the men. Now you need the youth. They are nowhere to be found. Your activity, your action has contributed to the scarcity of our youth. There's one thing you can do with nature. Is by stage. When you're going from 12, your blood boils. From 14, you start acting like a mule. From 18, you become confrontational. And then you're ready to fight. 20, 21, 22 and up. Free for all. You push me, I push you. These are the ones that they make sure they eliminate. And these are the ones they have been chasing, calling them ESM, calling them unknown government, calling them IPOB, eliminating them with your help. When they come, say, where is this? You point out, that's his house. He lives right there. He's eliminated. There was something I told you last time, that go and get a yam. Peel the yam, cut it, and cook it. For you to know that the yam is sweet and it disappears quickly. Take one to test if it's done. Yes, it's done. You decide to take 3 pieces. A tube of yam, you slice it, the most you can get out of it is 6, depending on the size. All of a sudden, you've taken 4. When you look in the pot, you got 2 left. That's the same. the population of our youths are being depleted. We don't protect our children. Instead, we let them hang. We put them out to be hanged by our enemies. What is your role? They are here. They are so pumped up that they're in the forest. Where are your politicians? All those in diaspora supporting their political brothers at home. Where are you? Your forest in Iguano is being occupied. Did they say we will not occupy your forest because your brother is a politician and you're supporting us? No. They know what they want. And they are taking it with your support. I will not call you names. All I can tell you is think, make use of your senses. When something is not important to you, somebody else gets it. When something is important to you, you fight for it. Even if it means to the last blood, you will fight for it. Your homes, your land, your identity, they are all disappearing. With your help. It is with your help because you are supporting your corrupt brother, the political elite. You support your brother, the criminal senator, House of Rep, the judiciary. Leave him. He is ours. But what about his actions? What about his actions? What about the consequences of his actions? Detrimental to the survival of your race. And you say he is for us. That is misplaced priority, false judgment. I'm simply hammering on this for you to know that your action has a result. Your action will be either for Biafra or for the delinquency, non-existent, of Biafrans, which includes you. So when you think you are working against somebody you don't like, you are also working against yourself. You will bear part of the blame. It is an action that we brought to ourselves. We did not act right. We did not make good judgment. He that made the good judgment, you sold out. Sold out. Keep selling. Continue. Continue to work against your survival. Continue. And at the end, somebody will cry. At the end, we will be ashamed of ourselves. Let us continue. Let us continue. Let us fight the fight. The fight of survival. The fight of survival. The fight of survival. What is your contribution? Let's get in some of our messages. Then we'll go from there.
Buried for 50 years, Britain and BBC shameful role in the Biafran war. Under the camera lens of BBC, 1 million children starved to death, women raped, pregnant women killed, their stomach slit open, and unborn babies removed and slaughtered right before BBC camera lens. And all this was done by Fulani terrorist government of Nigeria. 50 years later, BBC is trying to rewrite history. They are now calling the victim of genocide the killers. And BBC, an accomplice of genocide against Biafran people, is now called a saint. Ipob, the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of indefatigable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are back to set the record straight. And now we are taking the battle to the doorstep of BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation. Biafra worldwide phone call campaign alerts. Now listen, be polite when you call BBC and use the following prompt when you call. Say, hello, my name is, then you tell them your names. Then you say, I am calling to ask about BBC policy of propaganda against the victim of genocide. Number one question, why is BBC always twisting facts and covering up genocide against Biafrans by Fulani in Nigeria? Number two question, when will BBC make a documentary about the ongoing genocide by the Fulani in Nigeria? Number three, why is BBC shamelessly investigating the victims and not the perpetrators of genocide? Number four, why is BBC broadcasting fake documentary to intimidate the victims of genocide? Number five, take down your concocted fake documentary against the victims of genocide, the Biafran people, and stop lying about us. BBC and UK government, we know that you are the real enemy hiding behind the Fulani terrorists and orchestrating genocide in Nigeria for the sake of oil. Now we tell you, stop your shameless policy of plundering and slaughtering Biafran people. Now listen and pay close attention. This campaign against BBC Broadcasting Corporation will start on the 6th of June till the 1st of July 2022. And these are the time to call BBC: 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. Biafran time. And here are the numbers to call. And please pay close attention. Get your pen and paper ready that you may take down these numbers. BBC switchboard. Telephone +442 087 43 8000. I repeat, +442 087 43 8000. Or you can tweet at BBC News. Another one, BBC Customer Service +443 700 100 322. I repeat, BBC Customer Service +443 700 100 322. Or you can tweet at BBC Press. And the last one, BBC Studios Limited +442 084 33 2000. I repeat, BBC Studios Limited +442 084 33 2000. Or you can send an email to BBC News Channels at bbc.co.uk. We are Biafrans. We shall vanquish by the grace and mercies of Elohim. We shall vanquish. We are Biafrans.
Yeah, these are part of the people that have enslaved us, tied us, and they don't want to let go. Let me give you a food for thought. When you talk about British Empire, when you talk about being colonized, it was a British colony. That amounts to slavery. Have you thought about that? Who are these people they colonized? And what treatment did they receive? Slave treatment. That's it. That's it. Did they colonize you for the betterment of your own welfare or what? Not really. All economical strategy. And you are paying for it. You are paying for it. You do what they say. And you're proud to be British colony. And they said they gave you independence, but their hand is still around your throat. They're choking you to death. And they tell you what to do, when to do it. But you have a United Nations. You're not doing anything.
It's my home, and I'm home to stay. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow.
We will be the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They bring una this informate. Everybody, including human being, minus human animals, clean your ear very well for this important informate. On 27th April 2022, IPOB they enforce the ban on Fulani cow and everything Fulani by fire by force. By this informate, no Ochin Nama and Nama go waka waka for any road or bush in Biafra land, or cow parade, or cross country, whatever it be, catwalk, fashion parade of Nama, jogging and exhibition, sightseeing or excursion, and no more entering of Fulani cows into Biafra land, either by direct or indirect, crook or crooked way again. From 27th of April 2022, any Fulani cow we see in Biafra land don't become a foreigner, illegal immigrant, an occupant, and a wanderer, and contraband. Our people were into cow business, we don't switch over to our native cow and goat business. Must have ranches. Why every ranch must get their ranch identification, initial recognition for easy identification of ranch and location. With the coming of these Fulani cost cows and their Ochin Nama, they use the opportunity to flood their jihadist foot soldiers into our land, who occupy our bushes, rape and kill our mothers and sisters, destroy our farmlands, bans, desecrate our lands, pollute our drinking waters. My brother, which one I go count now? Therefore, to this Fulani in our land, we say enough is enough. Once again, we say enough is enough to our people using 3 trillion naira to chopulate only Fulani cost cow every year. When no they add any value to our land, only destroy everything. Destroy our economy, destroy our lifestyle, destroy everything about us. You know they understand. From 27th April 2022, any Fulani cow, either by cow jailbreak, misroute or misroad, go face the judgment of the spirits of the land. Make you help us and help yourself to stop this Fulani defilement of our land with their unclean, abominable, and defiled cow. If they go destroy liquor for nothing, say it no good. My brother, Fulani and their cow, now the baddest resident evil in our land of Biafra, and we must checkmate them and stop them before they stop you. Bros, you know the shame? Say person will hate you like shit, they give you food and you they chop late. I be not be poison and dead to the chop when Fulani cow never come. Wetin you they eat as meat? Them born you born Fulani cow or una be twins? Since you start the chocolate every Fulani cost animalistic animal, check your health and yourself. You don't come up for human being. Behave like animal and your face and everything change. Resemble Fulani cow for character and you dey very disruptive against your people like the Fulani cows. From 27th of April, our special cow ban enforcement task force go do the needful, monitoring, supervising, and documenting all ranches in Biafra land. Use their hand to comot monkey handle before it turns to human being. No forget, e go dey play and this one go dey show. No be only audio. Our word is our bond. No going back. This one no be witch hunt, but na to cleanse our land and set it in order. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of Abuketivwa of our land, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bring you this message.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
Freedom is coming with the help of everybody. It just won't fall out from the air. It is the combination of our actions, sincere actions, that will make freedom come. Freedom is not given, it's taken. It is our obligation. For a very long time, we've been under siege, being killed. And we sing it like a song. We cry, oh, come and help us. Are we helping ourselves? Our leader is there. It should be a unanimous voice, a unanimous demand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. But the thing there is that when some are going forward, Others are going backwards. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know what their agendas are. It is for our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man of the people. He is for the people. Are we following his example? If we are, there shouldn't be dissenters. There shouldn't be people that come up to say we are behind you, but at the same time they are thwarting all the agendas he put up. They are even attacking the structure that he put so that their name will be heard. Authority. Authority. Quest for authority. Quest for notoriety. Quest to be important. To be seen as an alpha and omega is the sickness that our people are suffering from. And that has made them not to see the right path. When are we going to stop it? When are we going to stop extolling people's name? Okatobie. Onyenemba. You extol their name, their head swells, and they commit heinous crimes. Because you know, with the ill-gotten money, he can spread it around. And then you adore him, not taking into consideration the way he acquired the wealth. We glamorize and we sanction criminality. And the next thing is the footstep you follow to be like him. These are the things we need to abolish. We need to abolish these things. They are contributing to lots of our problems. Banning the cow, banning the consumption of cow. If you implement that ban, then you differentiate the chaff from the wheat. You know who are the terrorists coming in as cattle herdsmen. But our people are hard hearing. They cannot abide or follow simple instruction. These are the way that things are done. We give the instruction and we pave the way. You and you alone will conclude your action. Is it beneficial or is it against our progress? You be the judge. You. Criticizing you will not do us any good. But telling you what we know of you will help. It will help. Let Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to be with us. Let us be honest to ourselves. will continue. Will continue. You, when I mentioned about the continuous branding of IPOB by the criminals, those committing the killings, what do you get out of it? What do you get out of it? And the people actually say, yeah. Now they are finding out that their thoughts are not factual. Drumming and lying is not in our favor. Welcome, Mazi. Over to you. Your line is dropping. As you know, the Unga people is coming up next, and they are linking, but yep, the line is dropping. Let's see if he can be successful. It's one of those things we have to wait. It is our job. We must carry out, and we must carry out our jobs meritoriously as a responsibility that we have. We don't need to be forced to do that.
Alize ndị mmadụ gani Adam ihe batu na Adam ikele mmadụ elu ụbọchị taa asị m suru n'oge bụrụ n'ukwula mma dịrị onye nta na mma asị m dịka anyị nabata ikwulu ibe agbata obi ndị ha ọmali eji ama mma ma ndị enyi ma ndị agbata obi ọ bụ oge akara ka erula arụla redio Biafra London mpaghara redio Biafra dị nọ na US1 anyị la dede anyị papa ukwu anyị okenye anyị onye anyị na-ele eji abụ anyị ka nna anyị eme nna anyị na ngana bola redio Biafra US1 anyị la dede anọzinụ na mmadụ asụ unu ndị ewu nke na bụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwa na redio Biafra nke na bụkwa ụbọchị taa ụbọchị akara aka ndị ka anyị sị na Ipob ọkara gasị dịsa ikpe hụ yarela mbụ ugwa mgbele afọ ti ya agakwara ịda akpa ya ọkụ da-agba mkpokọrọ akụ dịkwa elekwaba ha eshwara ma oghela ebube ihe metụkwa gị kwutu okwe ya agbafu ọkụ gị wekwara ngaji gị kparịa ndị ka anyị ọ biznes anyị bụ ha niile ụlọ ahụ na na-adị biznes ọdụgbu anyị nwere abụkwa labụ nke anyị mepere adịsị ma anyị rewa mgbụrụ dị freedom of Biafra adịghị ha ọda anyị mbọ anyị adịkwa n'ime anyị eme emeta ihe ndị ka ụka ya mbụ na oge dula mgba ịgbọrọ anyị aghọlara anyị gara ekwu mmeri izu ụka gara aga ịgbọrọ anyị aghọlara anyị gara mmadụ asụnụ ka ọ bụrụ ịdị ime ya ada ka ọ bụrụ ịdị ime la ihe na anyị ndị ime anyị nọgbo mbụ anyị na-esi onye ọbụla jishi ụmụnye nta ma ndị dịkwa ịbịa dị okwu otu n'ogwe m dị ikwu asị m onye ọbụla jishi n'ike in freedom fight ha leaders bụ jishi ike a nwere a lot of things loji n'elu ime mmadụ ọ bụ okwu mgbamumo ọ bụ okwu leja ewulu mmụọ mmadụ ọ bụ okwu leja aha anyị moral ma ọ bụrụ ụmụ Afrịka ibe nwasịrị ọ bụrụ leja aha anyị moral jishi ike aja aha anyị moral jishi ike abụ n'ime wala ha dị ime lọdị ịga aga anyị eji asị no only say jishi ike has a lot of things to do, has a lot of things to offer in whatever we are doing. Ma onye dị ọrụ even your employer, even onye ka ibe ha lụlọ ya gị si eme gị si a jishi ike eji m ekwu ya kwugharịa mgbe anyị dịla ntakịrị anyị dịrị aga ọrụ ọ bụla idiri ọrụ maasị na ị gawa ọrụ na ya ga-echara ma ọ bụ mpa gị ya bedo nna ịrụtara ọrụ ya si ihe ụwa m dede jishi ike mgbe ọsị jishi ike obi agba ya anụ gị ma yes la confirm ọla hụ ịdị ime so ihe m dị ka oke mbụ all the Biafran media warriors ma ndị nọ n'ime ọhịa ụmụ skuul anyị dị ESN ebe ọbụla ị nọ ka ọ bụla na both the radio presenters ndị niile dị ime ihe niile dị iche iche those who are in line in the structure with the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asimonu jishi n'ike ndị dị US asimonu jishi ike all of them we ask you him dị ka oke mbụ jishi n'ike asimonu ọbụla ka ọ bụla dị ime jishi ike that's ụmụnne jishi ike that's onye ọbụla jishi ike lọbụ okwu mgbamumo lọbụ okwu leji ajụ afọ so that we can be able to proceed na anyị ga-egawala ihu mmadụ asị ndị ka anyị oge akara aka iru ya dịka m gwuru na anyị nọ na oge nzukọ ndị ngwala redio Biafra anyị evulu oche anyị bịara ụbọchị taa mbụkwa ụbọchị akara aka mmadụ asụ onye ọbụla jisie ike ka ọ bụla ndị ime ka ọ bụla asị anyị ndị ime onye ọbụla jisie ike n'oge akara aka eruola iji m aka ya karịa sịla na atịrị oke ka pịawala mgbufe m na gịnị mgbufe eduwala adịkwana ihe dị ize gee ntị m agwaghị onye hụrụ garị pụnyela mmiri ṅụọ ụta m nwetụrụ taa gboo ma ọ bụ agwa ya agwa sie ofe gị gwere rie you don't know the processes ịgbọrọ gara before it turn to garị cassava ka m sụọla asụsụ bekee cassava you don't know the processes ịma ihe ịgbọrọ ga cassava gabigara before ya aghọ garị you may see garị gị chere ihe lele gwa eluigwe datu ọba ashị eji emeta ka aka abụ by miracle ọ bụ by fasting and prayer it is by practical work ịgbọrọ ịghọ garị abụ by fasting and prayer ọ bụ by Holy Ghost fire by rikata tototo ahụrụ mmadụ atọ mmadụ isii nọ na agba this is by practical work and you use your strength your energy ọ ga-efu ohere fuo ọgụgụ isi for you to turn ịgbọrọ to garị that is all about it. So this is a practical work. That is why I personally like a practical work, because what because believe how do you play here they show here there. Go to one of my astrology magic about magic one day. So about by fasting and prayer kebo jagare or by shone say love by fasting and prayer. So now love bashing. You need to go to our mgavute before. Yeah, oragare. So miracle only they go can blow bash. So what am I trying to say in essence? Like when they go Kambula, freedom fighting is by practical work, not by praying. About by only no Tunglayada and Fulano. No. We know what we are doing. And other pandemic before us, we are not the first time, and I bring them to be we are can animate chapa kind that as if the boy and the mechanic who can do the water go. Iji gwa la hand ego onye pukpere kwa ego onye toro ogologo what ego nwa ide made kwa ego onye iri because we love la hefu la hogi hila honike by la honike. So what am I trying to say in essence mbo that la freedom is never be easy right from day one. Jesus Christ saw the refi hile lo wala sani nagi stani mo kin kasobi kwa bara do la dia no because amalo to wala rambo hafro wagawa ona kubara hedi malelo wa hawa dig easy. So nothing good comes easy, not by miracle. No, freedom is not by miracle, or by practical work. You work for it, and you still need to show the world that if this thing is given to you, this is how you are gonna do it. So abu hela no tungra gra kupono abu hedali hu akwụkwọ bịali frembo ani da ya mfulon na gide kunne lan na no oji foto tuhe iji agara ya mkpọrọ iji egbu ya mmadụ oji eme ụfọdụ ndị village isi oji akpashiwa aba m na-ekwu ka ọ dị ịkpashi mbụlụ oji eme adịkarị iji nweta 1 naira ịgakwa ide nweta oji anọla mmadụ ize ndụ ide azụgharị isi gị ịzụgharị isi ehi kapịkapị nọ na oke bara n'ime ụlọ mmadụ chọrọ ịta azịza because ọ mana ha ọbịara na onye nwe jidere nsogbu ala. So that is how freedom fighting is being done. Oji ya adị mfe onye ọbụla sịrị na ọ dị mfe. So no, ya be agwa to the different. Let us follow that way that was easy. Mbo imecha ya gaghị regret the metaphor ya. So oja dị mma ọ bụla igi ya ndị guys love once and for all. Anyị ledu ya anya a na-akwụgbu. So what am I trying to tell our people? Hem dị ka ụka egwu ụmụnne anyị mbụ onye ọbụla na oji ya dị mfe. Echọrọ ma freedom fighting ma oji adị mfe ga ga-elere what are the meaning example the processes gboro gara before ya aghọ garị. That is the process. So if it was not a day something, game that la freedom fighting, abo madam, iran people soup give with lemon food be ajuroye. Abo ya. Abo tire fried rice la chicken. Gain them juice me with an obe. Abo eta aboga, abo ya. So freedom fighting, abo oji adinfe. More animatology are infe, and I after Panablan after. And at the Panima Hunshi and Dolaba Hunshia, so about Tori. So one day cook ambo, Unobla Gishinike, Unobla Gishike, Noble Ledu Hana Kubuya. Lahana Lila won't be Ledu Yana Bokobuya. maludum malokoche ani ngimetache obu wambe nta oji adi mfe mgbe Israel ihe n'obodo Egypt dalọta ka abụrụla ihe wee afọtawala wee abụrụ mgbe anọ anọ unu amala what the gabigad there. You know what the gabigad, so what are you talking about? So hande ko kembo ụmụnne m niile ebe ọbịa nọ dala olu nwoke ngwala oge anyị asụ na gboo mgbe oge ikoto la Biafra land, the same thing in the UK gboo mgbe ụtụtụ la US ebe na anyị nọ mmadụ asụ onye ọbụla tụshanụ mụ na adị ndị gboo mba abalị ụmụnne anyị ndị Ọstra gboo mgbe ihe ọla wụhara gboo ebe ọbụla asị nọ ha ọbụla ụbọchị nyere gboo hande ko ege da n'olu hande ko kembo jishi ike onye ọbụla jishi ike la hele jara kpala ha ọbụla nwa bekee kpere consistency. That is what we ask for. Even here we are, even ngana gba na kwa gbo de okwu. We only pray for God to nyanye the strength for consistency lo ja da ba mpa ahụ. Abi megide gị ka go no bụ consistency is very very important. Mbukwara ya bụ ka ndị ka anyị jasị lo be ile ru ihe anya akpọgbo ya. So him ji gboro okwu ndị na-agba ode bido maka oge ndị na odi iche iche ụfọdụ ụmụnna anyị mmụọ wa adala mba mmụọ wa dị mba la gịnị mekwanna ọ bụ ile ama ha dị ka bụ onye ọ ga-ide akwụ femfem freedom fighter na abụghịta bread ga ajụtụkwa ka njugodo unu otu a dị ekwu Boko Haram what are they jụọla nụkọtala gị iji onwe say what are they fighting for, what are their problems? The Boko Haram men I know from the north are freedom fighters. They are agitating for the Islamic State. Many obodo agụ na they may dịka okpukperechi kende alakụba sede ebe a ga na-keep Sharia law ọ bụ ha dị ukwu ya dị. So ndị amaghị amaghị ọ bụla ọkwụ otu na-akwawa ha jikwado eme ntekla dịkwa egbucho mere eji obi egwurezi iwe kụwazie mgbadagwa n'ime. So ha ọbụla gị dị eme you ask for history. History is very very important. Then you make a research. Before we come out, before we decided, even as we are now, we have been researching. And in the nature, and in the mind, obviously, Mazi Nnamdi na adi wobula Nigeria Nigeria. Sitagere low more research. Uweja or legal consultant. Ndo kipo adasi le obviously Kimbo ha. Holona solado nobu. Ijigwala hani di mabon takran. So obuhe mmadụ mkparị juru afọ na-eje ma ọ bụ onye agụrụ ji ọ bụ onye chọrọ ego ji eri nri ọ bụ onye chọrọ ịkatala aka mmadụ ibe onye si ji mmadụ ibe tinye one project chọrọ ụtọ gị dị finish here. No, that is why the young man is still remain there. O ji n'ọnwa abụla adịghị ha ọbụla ovulu obi ọ chọrọ ime establish lab to restore Biafra bụkwa na okwu anyị ji gụwela azụ ma dodo mmiri mala ọkọchị. So ha ga-adị ka ụka bụ eluigwe kpuchite anyị nyere anyị aka ma eseta anyị daa aṅụ mmiri. It doesn't matter how long he's going to stay. As long as Eligwe has assigned it, we must be there and we must bring it back so that those that was killed during 1967 to date, their soul can now rest in peace. Because so many fear their spirit will still be moving around. So hende ko kembo ebo bleno jishikere tainde du yana obuya le borani awala ni gare o la gare awo o ga bi temira ni Nigeria mara sinde kai tai bafia no soba o ga bu enane hende ko kembo ko taile gare onye ọbụla jisie ike na-adị mgbọdọ baka na-abụ ugbo adịsị mgbọdọ baka na-abụ ugbo. So onye ọbụla enwere mmụọ ojiji onye ọbụla adala mba onye ọbụla enwere mmụọ ojiji ruo nwa mgbe nta oji adịgide. Yes, we play marriage akamoku. The kind before Magali, remember the criminal I'm said. Any married Thailand Jamala, do thoroughly Jamaga labo couple was here. And a poku believe we, only Nandiago. Amen. Usunene nke ndị agha onye naanị abụchi eze Chukwu okike abịa ma ọ mata amanechi onye okwu ya bụ e na emem onye pụrụ ime niile onye kere ihe niile kere eke adịghị ọbụla nkiri ya onye sitela aka ọrụ ya bụ ha ji gụọ ya ha gụrụ ya sitela aka ọrụ ya bụ ha niile ji akpọ ha ndị ekpe anyị kpọrọ Chukwu okike abịa ma mpụrụ ime niile nwa bekee kpọrọ ego ọrụkpọ ekeretọ a na-asịla ọbịa mbụ onye okike makala sitela akwụkwọ Jenesis isi mbụ ịgụrụ ya gawasị na mbụla Chineke kere eluigwe lụwalụwa bụ ụwa ihe Igbo ụwa bụ ihe tọgbọrọla efu la nkịtị ọ bụ ha ji kpọọ Chukwu okike abịa ma n'ihi nke a ọkaka ala omeme elekwa ọ bụ ụmụ ndị dị ewe ahụla afọ ndị dịkwa n'ọrụ so bịa bịa mee ka alaeze bịa lele ụwa dịka ndị ama Jehova gwara anyị sịla adịghị dịka eluigwe na alaeze Chineke ha dị ikwu okwu ele ọbụla ụwa nga na abụla ọbụ anyị amaala ọ bụ Biafra bụ ihe ndị ama Jehova ji dị ekwu okwu a na-eche ladịwa egwu inu anyị amaala ọ bụ eziokwu ladịwa ikwu eluigwe gbaghara anyị mehiela gbuola anyị chọpụtara tala eela hụ ndị ama Jehova dị ka ọ bụ eziokwu ladị Kingdom of God ha dị ikwu okwu ele ụwa ọ bụ Biafra papa ha dị ka ọka bụ mere anyị dị ka ọchịchị obi anyị si onye zo mme papa anyị dị kpuchite ọma n'aka gị onye ezo mme papa bịa belela anyị adịghị ike nye anyị mmụọ dị ike onye ezo mme ka ha na-abụ mmụọ ịda mba niile mmụọ iju oyi niile onye ezo mme na m ga-esi bịa gofele ebe anyị nọ lekwa nwanne anyị nwoke nwa atụ iji chọrọ anyị aja eji onye isi nzọtarala okwu mbụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ama m na ndị mmụọ ozi gị nọ ndanga afụba ewe anụrụ m na nwa wụso gburugburu onye ezo mme ada m esi eme iji play kwuo ndị mmụọ ozi ọdọ ọ bụla 1 million na nga papa sị m etu ozu 5 million maka adịghị ama m onye ezo ma bụlarị hapụ ime ka ahụ ụdatụla ndị mmụọ ozi nọnyere papa ụgwọ anịkwana n'ebe nakwa dịkwa ahụike na narị ọrụ papa anyị si biko bi ekpere nyere anyị aka onye ezo mme kwalite mmụọ anyị onye ezo mme ihe ọbụla bụ mmụọ ịda mba n'etiti anyị onye ezo mme ekwela ka o nwee isi lekwa ndị ihe anyị jupụtara ebe niile ndị abanye ndị akọkọtawara akọsasị onye ezo mme ewere m okwula akwụkwọ nsọ arụkwa na ozi m bịara asị gị mee ka ire ndị a niile ọrụ ebighị ire ọrụ na-aga werụcha nte gbaa wela anwụ onye ezo mme rụrụ mkpụrụ obi ndị a niile tinyela aka uche a jụrụ ajụ ndị a lere ọrụ ụmụaka ụmụ fụtara ịrụwa dị emebisi site n'ihi ọchịchọ nke we ka onwe ike ju kelee wehụ anyị ndị imede emebisi papa ọbụla hụ ndị a dị mele ọdịmma ha funu bata ọbụla ọ dịra gị mmụọ onye ezo mme ndị ka ụka bụ dịkala ibidoro ịgha gburugburu asụsụ dịkala ebe ibidotala ime nwe nzuzo olile afta wee papa ihe m dị ka ụka mbụ ya gba awa ọtụla ahụ onye ezo mme ya sasịa iwe asụsụ onye ezo mme ka ha na-abụ ihe niile adịghị ibu ya na ndị emere wee mee ka ọ bụrụ efu papa ịma ya na obi anyị ndọchala aka anyị ndọcha maka na ha na-ebere mbụ ime dịka o sedịla akwụkwọ nsọ ọ bụ ha anyị si ga-adị ha ọdọ papa m dị ka ụka mbụ oge akara aka eruola papa lekwa izu ụka ọdụ onye ezo mme ịhụla ihe izu ụka mbụ ada m ichetara ya abụọla ichefuru echefu esila ha ọbụla bụ mkpa ya ma anyị echetara ya n'ekpere papa ọkwa nchetara mbụ ichetara mara ihe izu ụka ọdụ bata mbụ papa anyị dị ka ụka bụ izu ụka ahụ onye ezo mme ma eto ọnụ ọchị nwa anyị n'ọnụ ma eto izu ụka bata ka ọ bụrụ anyị ụbọchị nṅụrị ọṅụ ọ bụrụ anyị ụbọchị ọṅụ ọ bụrụ anyị ụbọchị iji fere aka ilu ụbọchị anyị ga-asị ee lachi anya m dị mma ụbọchị anyị ga-eji bụ abụ ndị nsọ onye ezo mme mmadụ asị lekwa ụmụnne anyị niile onye ezo mme kịtakwala ndị directorate head of steeti ma onye isi ma ndị niile ndị ọrụ ọrụ the whole department ngalaba niile ndị ọrụ ọrụ papa dukwala ogwe anyị we papa agwa afụfụ afụle ka oge m onye nkwụkwala ya papa mere anyị ebere mee anyị mma onye ezo mme mee ka ha ga-eji nyere ndụ aka hafụ ịkọ anọ ka onye ezo mme site n'eluigwe nke atọ mere ụmụ ebere na ha sị ya na otu ala ọ dịkwara papa ihe m dị ka ụka mgbe ekwere ka ndị ire anyị chụrụ anyị sị ee ọ bụrụ ndị ọbụsịla ọ dị emekwa n'otu ngwa na anyị ndị we papa ka ha asị ndị ka anyị sịla lụ na adịrị chepakara akpara ọ bụrụ ya la adịrị papa ọ bụrụ ndị achị ya n'ọchị ọ bụrụ ogwe ụlọ adị wee kwuo emo ihe m dị ka ụka mgbe bịa begosi anyị iji bụ ji ma bịa begosi anyị dị mma onye ezo mme ekwela ka eche ndị iro mezuru jisi anyị hụ m dị ka ụka mgbe eluigwe bịa benyere anyị aka laa na amalị nọnyere anyị ọ bụla nọnyere anyị na anyị nọgbo mma na agaghị na papa ihe m dị ka ụka mbụ rụọ ọrụ gawa laa ndị ịchọ anyị dị iche ụbọchị ahụ akara aka onye ezo mme mee naanị nke a nara ekele na-aga ọbụ Chukwu okike abịa ma
alịta oji ala adụ ịdada gbali alịta oji ala adụ ịdada gbali
The Kanu ekpetụ chọọchị adịkwa arụ ọkwa ndị mmụọ ozi adịghị enwe aṅụrị mmadụ Chineke kere ka adịkwa enwekwu moral ife Chineke dịka a na-evolute adịba ndị kansụl adịghị mkpọrọ mba akara abụ ugbo dịka m kwuru na mbụ ọ bụla gboo ịbatara si gboo bụ redio dịsa anụ ihe ndị wee ndị gị isi Chineke ndị ọbụ ndị oli ka abụrụghị mbụ iso ala nwanyị ndị leke na bụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwara redio Biafra anyị nọ na redio Biafra US 1 anyị na dede anyị na okenye anyị Papa Ukwu Alaeze nọ nga na gbodo achịkwa ahụ daka nna adị eme na taa bụ ụbọchị anyị taa bụ ụbọchị nwaanyị na-eji amụ nwa afọ ime ovulu afọ mgbe eke oke bụ ọ bụla ị chọrọ itiri anya ọnụ ịnwere ihe ga-eka adịghị ị chọrọ iti ya ị na-abụ one man show ọ bụ onye ọbụla itukwa ọrụ tọrọ aga aga mana akara m dị ụtọ mbụ na nyere atụ ibe ya aratụ mgbe eke oke mbụ ọ bụla ị chọrọ itiri anya ọnụ adịghị ịnwere ka adị ozi ị chọrọ izi ma izifu ya nya you can also send us the message across anyị gwere eme ihe anyị ji eme ịgbatinye anyị dị hafere anyị abara lekwa akara ekwentị gị kpọ only ịnagbo mbụ naanị na WhatsApp ọ +346 725 76762 ma kpọgharịa ya plus la 3 la 4 la 6 7 la 2 la 5 la 7 la 6 la 7 la 6 la 2 ya bụ for only WhatsApp bụ anọdụ ịchọrọ ịkpọ WhatsApp la direct line ma ọ bụla signal gị kpọọ 081 305 41935 ọ bụla nọ n'elu elu gị tinye plus 34 ịchọrọ ịkpọ elu ịchọrọ ịkpọ direct gị tinye plus 34 mbụ the Nigerian code number ndị ka anyị nga gbafe ọsọ we can now be able to open our line anyị enwe ike zụwa ahịa anyị emepeela shop anyị taa anyị nwee ike nzụwa ahịa anyị na adịghị hụ ọdụ anyị si bịa na-abụ uhe na adịkwana hụ ọdụ anyị bụrụ obi anyị mgbe ọla abụọ ya na na-adịkwana ndị isi ere anyị dum mgbala oghe anyị enwe ike rie mmadụ asị ebe ọbụla nọ asị gị ndewo good morning good afternoon and good evening for ebe ọbụla nọ ndị ka anyị maazị nọ na-awụnụ ka anụ nka ebe ọbụla nọ daa n'olu anyị nwoke ngwa nwaanyị ngwa ebe ọbụla nọ ọ bụ ụmụnna oge akara aka ịrụlọ ha eside eme otu ụlọ a na-evulu ozi ọma mbịala asụsụ anyị maka adịghị ama mechi ọ ga-ada egwe m onye anụfụ ụbọchị taa aha ya ịmaghị ikpere a na-abịafụ na redio Biafra bịakwaba ikwukwuta onye ọbụla nwee ike nọ mmadụ asị ebe ọbụla nọ ikwesịrị ịkọtasị anyị la akara anya abụghị abalị na ihe iburu abụghị otu ọ bụ ya bụrụ ya so dịka m dekwere nabata ndị mmadụ anyị so unu ndewo we can now be able to proceed ka anyị nwee ike mere ohe n'oge nwee anyị udo ọ bụrụ ma akara dịkwala Baịbụl ivudo aga chọọchị dịka anyị na-alarịala anyị gakwa ire pasikola ihe ndị anyị kpọrọ ọnụ ochie okwu eji agwụ ekwuchi ka anyị dị ikwute ihe ịgakpalite ekwu ya site n'ọbịa ha fịa hụ emebie mgbe m na-eke oke mbụla ụnụ ahụrụ ụbọchị anyị dọrọ ime ya ụfọdụ ihe nwere igbute ọ dị ewute m ọ dị ime obi aracha ịjọ m njọ ọ kakwara njọ n'ogwe anyị na ụmụnne anyị mbụ ndị Igbo isiokwu ndị anyị kpọrọ ọnụ na ndị anyị jide mere isiokwu n'oge ndị gara aga bụ onye mepere onye ndị bịara abịa ụzọ azụ ụlọ anyị onye jiri ndị bịara abịa ụzọ azụ ụlọ anyị a na-amara ndị merekwa nne ya pụta ha nọ niile mbụ ndị inye izikwa enye ndekọ ọrụ okwu ndụmọdụ ndị Igbo anyị dị ichefugba ha ahụ ajụọra m unu sị ọ bụ ihe mere ele ahụ kpọta ya ọla he may if you have a wound and the wound is healed the mark has it gone? If you have a wound, then no matter how the wound comes, whether it is by accident or anywhere or however the wound comes, and you treat the wound and the wound was healed. What of the mark? Some of us today have one or two mark as a result of one or two wound anyway, both by accident or nganegarono, or for them that came them even village. Whenever I see that, I remember that day, Labo Gani like village. But today it is quite unfortunate. Abu Anamri, Laihe Irafaho, Laihem Guaya for that. Our people Mbundibo. We forgot Anichifu the mark, Anichifu on a Quataya, Abuhending one later. Abuhem Wutahienne. We do the forget things. I don't know why. And that is why I am the Kanim Besu. I don't papa Anna the party. And in the case like Noble Libya, that's why most of you are dying mysteriously over there in the northern part of the zone called Nigeria. That is why most of us are dying carelessly even in Biafra land. That is why Hindu and the mind are still doing us and is still going to be doing us more and more because Lord him melanila and for the mark. If our wound is being healed, we forgot the mark. That is all about it. Abraham with up to this moment, up to this time. Even what of our fathers, our elderly men, those who call themselves elderly? Most of the times, more for the totally man that the meaning and the hand just mother book Kenya. When you are an elderly man, it is when your age until when the Akawala Munkabupa Watakare, Pomokemadu, Agameba, de Mehokemadu, Sitagere, Akawala Munkabupa Watakare. But Irafaho, Lehediwa Ishowa Mbudat Landewa or Kemada, Adimahedi or Kemada. That's Lobe Lota, maybe for a or whatever, or you traveled like some of our brothers that also that have been traveled outside the country. There is a reason for that thing because when they come to you, must show something that show that Lonya and they all did. Or Lonya and they order. Most of us, maybe some of our brothers, or for the woman, or maybe Umunanu or Umunanu, there is a purpose for that, of that respect. Now, more baby, I lose God than that respect I didn't. Magula, or I wouldn't have one. Ige when you cannot la moto buhono, why negrase? Na de anama dagatam. Yes, Chibu Raga Sanamuto, yes, de agatam, Gavalo Lagatam. But Obro Dime who came out of me, Ibermoto, Yam, the Rabu, okay, madam, but you by I did not him to Reho, but Bagaway, Papa Chema by Mutus, the Lameko or by Hela Kubi Reoba, the entire moto, Makali with the Lana. Something must come out. But what am I trying to say in essence that all these people we call our elders, Ladi Imahendo Kimado. The kind of law Kimadi for some reason. That has been part of the problem we are having in our societies today. That is the most difficult things we are passing through in whatever we are doing, both in our community, in our families, in our churches, in all angle, in all parastatus. Which is very, very abominable. Muharo. They can't Haribe, or Palo to Hapa, Patapalo Mokrobia. Again, again, you saw him nole. The Casla Woma Hayamo went to Roglogo, Dagelo de Loba. For the hell I demand to do for the Monan will have rose the idea that was there is some that is that is starting from Pacare. From the head Lobara. That is why most times you take a history of a particular human being. Up to today, I never been elders like you when they came to I never been do Kimada as a whole. When you keep putting say, Otuna Henan Jidere, Lobo took I don't want to keep Tapuko somewhere again. If not that Nnamdi Kanu came, be me panya ka umu kolabo ndi irugiri. Anya materials who open your eyes. Now you have seen. Now you think that you are wise, or your eyes has been opened, or you have seen the hidden things, or many secret things has been revealed to you. God, we may pay lana, maybe who's already cheats, may pay laraya, or imatatlo. From the way for tala social media, way for tala efrembowa. We value wada coupon, I am full on. Now, how you would danish, Unemragi matter, about you to the Samajo Lobachita. Unemragi matter. Among members most of Ufadi Umukrobiani, Abarun that you be leaders of tomorrow. None wada berachigi. I was able to be weighing now watching the interview in this level in the church Nigeria. I do only can I did his church, but that's a law of Tony. Oh boy, your Fukunani. It doesn't care your age, it doesn't care me again not the lady. I can be married. This law button. No before God and before man. Chineka no kwa upotita. Leani any day no gidre my father after contest. I bet he just can't message Marku to that man. Any day no gidruta. Position no my father after basically that he were ma quite well. Because I didn't hold him now. Open say to Yacho Kestel, Yahu to Yahu Lay, Ya so Miagawa. Abu Ifata, Salaboton, Ibo Nara. Abu Pump say with a hand to Mark say with a hand, Lodu so play with Lamina. If my father go and bring it, who is going to bless him? It is not late for me to go and bring it so that my father will bless me because I have go and bring the mountain of our leadership. Here bless him because in the case love okay mado love what I can get footage love lolo ndo kemado megene anaya doma gozia obiaje membo fo obola mbo waboro wa obola wo club ga droko zo to bala ya gbelaga yo ndo kemado megene were gozia but ibo ndo kemado ga re chitre ga azumota were toda solo mota kras tante kwa moto. That is what you all need to think of. You do need to just let you give our latter and the notes. I want to know that to know like we each other allows. Get into my guno, then why is like him picata? Him picata, woman nine and Jano Budu, him picata. I am my princess mammy yaki belikena. Well, many can do one so is eh? Many can do no, many can go into you, young one rucha. So I saw, oh my goodness me, oh Maluni Gematala, Kakino Bileda. Maluni Gemata Kakino Bileda. That is the time you have to know what I'm saying. Go and mark my word today. Again, I'm the bag. Uno solo agere mbumbuno, oborun no limea. Le palande kaya nanga aru mere medu la sonlane. Ndo ukperechi ndị isi okpukperechi achọghị ịtụfu ọnụ echem mmiri agbụ ọmmetụala unu n'ahụ adịdịtụ oke mbịata n'ugbo ka mbịata n'ugbo reji unu ga-eri unu adịkweghị idekwe ide eyi njirimara asụ dịka ọ bụ dịka onye ụkọchukwu adịkwa onye gị iyi njirimara ya dịka onye ụkọchukwu ugbo ole bụ hele n'ụla asịla agara ga evuru ema we mam di kwukwu ya bụ ndị isi ndị alakụba ugbole bụ hele ga-asịla gara n'ala obodo ugwu ma ọ bụ obodo ofe mmanụ gavuru dị ma si egote ego ugbole bụ hele n'ole but ọ batara ebe ka n'ebe ndị ụkọchukwu lebu ihe na-evurula mala ugwu mala obeka mala obeka n'ebe o merichara mala azụla anyị na Abia steeti lekwa ụzọ ka igbele otu ọnụ ịga ihe taa gị na-aga wutu but enwere House of Representative
your connection is there, then reconnect. Give us a few minutes to reconnect that.
Enwere local government chairman Oba. Enwere traditional rulers Mbondes, enwere youth leaders. Enwere chair ladies Eba ha niile ndị ime. But I don't know okwu. Ọ bụ tụrụ n'uhu. Ịhụla gboo ndị agboo ịhụla ụfọdụ ndị ụkọchukwu ahụ ndị afọ na social media. Ndị awụgharị were PVC sokwa PVC asịrị unu gee ntụ unu ga-aga ejikere ọdata mmiri ka a ga-esoro ya fecha ya asọrọ ọ ga-esoro otu na sọbatala ime ivuni unu agakwa iwu ya ogbeghị Sunday na-aga imepe etu ụlọ chọọchị go and mark my word. Adịghị dị ime ndị Igbo ala amaghị izu let me say it clear, let me make it clear here, let me make it clear to onye ọbụla anọ ndị Igbo anyị amachaghị izu mgbe ụfọ ụdị ya dị mma nkịtara chasị ya fụtala ụzọ amala ọrasị. That is the problem you people are having. If really you say that you want to support your brother to be president, is that the reason why you need to be coming openly, chaotically, no Ferrari or no? That you are the target. Okay, don't you think, or are you not thinking that if peradventure, that is real, because Fulani cannot allow your brother to get the power. Now, if your brother didn't win that president, what do you think is happening? Lagos has that Igbo did not vote for Tinubu, or Igbo did not vote for Atiku. You will still hear it and get out here. For you to know that you are not safe in Nigeria, and for you to know that Nigeria did not belong to you. Only Obala said that Nigeria, they believe we are one Nigeria after the Civil War. Obrala ndị Igbo bụ ndị believe as no Victor no banquish. We still believe on that. That is why in Kanu you see ndị Igbo all there. Are there any part of the north egegalege ndị Igbo ngwa bịa agwa ndị ugwu ole nwere ụlọ la Aba ma ọbụla l'Enugu here. Bịa agwa m ebe dị ihu ndị ugwu ndị obere ndala ozo okpukperechiwe bịa agwa m ndị ugbo ole mbila obeka unu ụrụ nzụrụ ala n'ụlọ biri believe that la one Nigeria ahụ dị okwu ya ndị ka na-ahụzi unu edi iri m ịgba ike wee ji okwu mmiri ike na-agbo ndị iru no ya rucha ya bidote ọsọ otu na aka igwe ga-ada warawara even ị gaghị hụ ntụ ụlọ nga ga-agbaba Chineke amarala ị gaghị hụ nye gị gbaba iteze isi because edekwa na nye ji gbaba ị gị gbabala ụlọ onye kpọrọ ụgwọ onye ifila agara onye anyị ji obe esoro ọ bụ nwanne agarala abụ unu kwere unu nwere ofu nkwere mgbe m ajọ onye nwere ofu okpukperechi onye adịghị ya otu ụdị akwa olu na-adịghị iri otu ụdị nri obodo kwanụ gara labụ nọ n'ime ya ogbe onye ara otu ejiri ahụta gị akwa niile ha ahụ mkpesara ya toru ya aka sitiri gị ide gị ghọrọ esu adịkwa akpa gị. That is why very soon most of you are going to die. Your corpse are going to die because you don't know there is a reason why Madam will is in Nigeria. You don't know. If you die outside and you are halfway down, just out to full Abroy can never exist in your father's house again. That is the type of one for them are doing very soon. Most of you will die over there. Only the Mason are not Queba. All the idea may go for the other time you've been a langua. Over matter one mobile accident. Mobile maybe yes, when now why in the Kenya say got poor promado. So that like how your daughter just la beke. Yeah, the one. Mala here I brought the ship from there. I got me by Chalima, I got me better inside that one, but maybe one nine there no la not. I was on dealing very soon. Muneji careful, Marawun Geloa, Maria Wikizo, Guna Kachale, And the worst part of it, BBC cannot carry the news. I don't know, BBC cannot carry the news. How the otage categorize but they not limit. I did my point. I did Luna won't sell it. You don't know how many of our brothers now or not. Where are their corpse? Where are their dead body? They even more where they are. They even more where they are. The guys not being more and they even more. Most of them was not given a befitting burial based on as our culture and tradition demands. Obia member for Madu, their whole Madu. No lose easy. I was some letter, no, the beginning in the year. All now we have Bambo making Zaria Lola. I told me about this program at HM from that area. This program want to take me far from that area. So they cook a woman 9 down the loop, they agree. Fulani the dealer I know. I had the way home, Mona. Ninja which are all liar, which are all in a while, we had a way to they are still coming after you if you don't know. I him to limit them. They are still coming after you. Mabule my Vulubi. Obule make happy to be good win. Now what is your reaction on Gito Balawa? Me Lola, Echela Lozo. So we know like getting very, very careful this time around. Ndugu will slap it to be make campaign. Now go and mark my word today. It will be made campaign out of maybe let's say 5 states and northern states make campaign about successfully, not alibo. Una matola hano ariala. Obola Peter Obi agaria maka okwe ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị ya. Obola nwanne anyị Peter Obi aga obodo ugwu garia maka ntuli aka okwe ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị ya gaya la hudo mebila mmadụ lehe ọmatụ steeti ise nọ n'ala ugwu ya agachi adị ebe o nwere ihe ịkpa aka ọ ihe imegharịa ahụ mechaa ya lọgharịa gị mara tụla ndị ebili la ha ndị ekpeta lagorola abụbụ nna Peter Obi gaa njegharị maka okwe ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị la Borno na Katsina n'obodo ndị ọdọ dị iche iche gachaa ya lọgharịa unu amala Fulani ekwetala hụnụ ndị ka ga-ede ya ede is coming eluigwezi anya ozi anya eze ndị dị mmadụ anya eze ndị dị ndụ anadafe ugwu tọtọrọ ha adịghị abụ anyị ji ekwu abụghị onye isi anyị mere ta abụghị onye isi anyị kụziri anyị ji amụkwa mmiri mgbe ọrịa gara megịnị doo ta ụmụ okorobịa abụọ dị iwuli elu dị efeli elu ha abụghị iji mee nna anyị emepela ya onye gwara ya ọ bụ mpa ya ụtọ ọ bụ mma gwara ya mpa ọgwa iteghị ya mma ọgwa iteghị ya gọvanọ ọgwa iteghị ya onye nọ nna ọhaneze dị ime olu
I'm working to question car.
I'm and
I'm from home or what province Biafra. That's what I'm province. You know, welcome to shit. Our dad is not talking. That doesn't say the shit. Oh, and hang ever. Welcome 3 times come we are in the judgment time. This is the end time. But all these our leaders are not seeing me. What that thing,
I'm a blood network anyway, so you can still come back. So I'm there. Okay, I'm the guy. Look at the limbo, no look at my hobby. Many can use no one was so. There's a Unazala Casarachi. In the way feel the Matala, anya mepelu unu bolu n'ụhụrụ ụzọ ọ bụ local government chairman ọ gwara ya ọ village head gwara ya tagbuo ya House of Representative member ọgwa Governor Iberibe no ọgwatito yewu who told you this who made you open your eyes who revealed the secret things for them onye mere gị mata akwa onye unu site egbu ka awụ most of you ga awụliwa n'elu ka ụfọdụ n'ime unu bụ na amatala izu unu achọla ya wee nwa bụ nna ya ụzọ mmụta ọpara onye mere gị mata ihe ndị a wee niile now that man that make you to know him that where is him today dị ebe ọ nọ dị ọnọdụ unu dusere naanị because of Igbo president bụ ụmụnna anyị ji tụkata aka ọnụ gwere nwanna wegere unu ahụfụnụ ya nye aksi obi abịa gwere Igbo president enye nteghị ya because they know that you are a betrayer. They know that we be a betrayer. They iji ekwu ya sị onye ala gị na-eki iji emepe gate ya dị otu o ji na onye ala gị ikwe bata n'isa compound otu o ji eme ala even onye ala gị ikwe ma ebe abịa bụrụ gate naanị ya dị otu o ji eme ala ịbata n'ime ụlọ ya still up to na ndị Igbo anyị amaghị ezu nwee mmere anyị la anyị echefuo ọnụ kpọta ya. If our whole wound is being healed, we forget the mark. Ama mgbe ndị Igbo nwere ike mata ahụ gịnị bụ ihe mere na we too dey forget things gịnị mere ihe mere anyị n'ụtụtụ ma chijere anyị echefula ihe mere anyị asị ha fụka ha gburu nwanne mmadụ ha gburu nwanne mpa ha gburu dede you still forget it. Our youth in Lekki Tollgate they are forgetting about it. Chineke mere ụmụ mmadụ ebere. Chineke mere ndị Igbo ebere. Most of you ask in Nigeria. Did you know that Nigeria is an Islamic state and they want to Islamalize you? Actually, that is why you see our churches. Iji mere no ịga n'obodo ugwu chọọchị anyị wee ada amị ya ọkụ abịa chọọchị egbuo mmadụ ele ndị ụkọchukwu anyị ode vuru na-anata ego onye nga ikwu okwu. That man mbụ the can president of Nigeria ichekiala agbụrụ ya ọ bụ na onye alakụba obodo nọ n'ime okpukperechi gị nwee nkwu okwu okpukperechi gị. Nigerian Christian Association of Nigeria enweghị mouth in Nigerian government. Ndị nọ bụ ndị adị inye ego kwado eri their children are an outside country. Their children was in abịala chọọchị egbucha ya sị ikpewe of fasting and prayer. You are very very mad. Igbo nyara gee ntị m about the situation of things in Nigeria. Onye ọbụla say that you should go and pray you are that even ịkachala iberibe were aka bịalashi. Just look at how Fulani are doing to our people. Those every Sunday, and I gather with. Now these people cannot tell you the truth. They are the people they have been paid a week a day with and work away joke. Are they going a week a day blue? You see how our hotel day Brundo Kochuko anyway. Even as one and a state, every week another week 100 million because I'm all like church business or buy where you are saying that customers are bringing money. In the immense sport game import. Are they quoted and are they quoted and offer? Are they so you seed? So the money you have to bring it. They go regular bandole. Are they bad at and do check and don't do quick and do where your general but one away. I was going to deal him. You want a Fulani man to declare your brother as a winner, like result to the election. You are mad. Ibona, then to a man would teach you that I believe we will have a palace. A man in the kind of what which are the church, on who quadratic are the church, on one church. Electoral law have been amended. Do you think that Fulani will do it where it cannot favor them? Only man on the way to Lago school, are you to Hammer? Why will you already his ego a control a coluche? Ego a control his bromado. ego ị gaghị inwe obi iji bụrụ inwe ike inwe echiche maka ụmụnne gị, inwe ike iche echiche maka ọganihu mmadụ oje eriri chi ụzọ mmadụ nwere ike ịba aba aka gara ụmụ bịata does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? I wonder the type of people anyị nwere n'ala Igbo, so called our stupid leadership. Honorable amabule money laundering. Ada onye nwere ndị ka egwu nụkwa na unu beso adịkwa akpụrụ unu adagharị ọkpụ odule edugbo mgbanụ ikpe ya adị nna nọ adịgbala primary election emere eme ekewa dọla bụ election nna le anya adịghị men one day there's something happened in the Bible when the children of God, when the people of Israel sin against God, he allowed foreign country to rule them for many years. All this time when na niile ndị ime he na niile anyị gabiga ụmụnna anyị data ahụ niile now Chineke arọstara somebody adịkwara agwa anyị ha enwe ndị men up to now no adị onye ọbụla nwere ọgụgụ isi nwere ike where do you think you are going? Ichere gajido bole didi ihe akọluche ndidi na-enye akọluche ọdịdị na-enyere adị onye nwere ike ịnụ cheta echiche si nna hụ na bisi ha na-adịrị ka ụka a ga-ebela ala ya egbu eme agata ebe ọkpọkatụ m na wagala lukat bụ ihe mọọlụ Imo steeti ngwa ka m jụgoro unu kebe ajụ during the Anambra election oge a dị ikwu okwu ime ntuli aka ọchịchị Anambra unu ahụ otu niile ji mee now the person the governor Charles Soludo kemgbe okwu la ga-eme nke amaghị ime Anambra kemgbe ọ bara na how did you see Anambra and what do you see he is doing? Ọkpụ na ala afọ ahụ abalị metụwazi onyonyo tụwazi shadow. That is how it's going to be very soon if you don't know. Ehunu to ji hafu nwa ọkpa nwa dara iku zawazie mbaraezi sita na mbaraezi eruola ahịa nwatakịrị onye bịara ọkpa ha bụzila nwa dara iku megere zawazie mbaraezi. You don't know Fulani for you. Fulani will use your water and frustrate you. That is one agenda of Fulani. Label Fulani chọrọ ha ga use one because I'm gonna one na mbugere lọbụ na ego well hot. No only we go to ga butra nwanne. No only we go to ga ogbo na oge nye ga be zu nwanne ya. That is what they know about our people. That is why how I got a Fulani di me. Ede pakwenda. They will know how to treat your fuck up. Only Kenbo only she na governor of Rivers State. Keneja Mamboja and Hulora. Okuna Hana de Dware, but he was the one they used to kill our brothers. Leave watcher. They honor the other. Haven't them frustrated him? They are about to frustrate more of you. They are going to frustrate you more. They are going to frustrate you more. They will give you money because they know that you like money. See, one now. Nani 100 million la governorship. Do he manage? They want the work. Ngi kuchitra one way. Mmere wa mata hela my way. Now, where are those people today? They know what you can do. Ndị ka hem de ko se ma jone ku hemre no hemre anyalla anya echefu anenanga yeah ndewo ogo ohaneze de no you have the time iworo heri ku wo so ha bele chori ku iworo heri
ogo we are not talking here. My network is disturbing you quite alright, but it is more that this message must come out. You see this our Biafra life, Anything they want to like, let them do. They will not take our life. Let them the secret. Let me put it on the one. I'm so. That I'm show for the children. That the Kanu so that they will sacrifice anything sacrificable to make sure that this land will get back. That is your thing. If it is public society shot, all I know about them, we know the same. All I need can do all their best to manipulate the day. They change the day. They accuse our leader any further allegation. But they say this war, this Biafra, will not be restored. We direct this one completely. That, which place is our own on this earth? That part of America. That's why it's all about it. So anywhere you are, just get we have done that. Both governor, both religious leaders, both all of them together everybody is sharing. They are looking for a way to tackle terrorism. Like that, they go check in the world. So come when the guy to judgment time, I know all my time. I come and go, they like it on the thing. Go try up, man. They come in this time around. Because they are looking for that, we will say this, and we say that, so that they will talk for it. Psalm 62, from verse 1 to all government, too much can be fully that. Too much can be they decide whatever you want to do. This is his own life. And that's why that's our nigga, they didn't have become. And to the son of his children. His father's the one. Let them go. Let that both pastor, both bishop, one of his young guys for life. I don't even try, I don't know, but okay, I'm going to put the flag that will shine. And I like that. What the name also? What the name also? What kind of get the song? What kind of family? We are not joking. Okay, then that's all I say. All I say. What the just call it? I'm going to push it out. Are we done? And that's all I'm going to do. That's right. I can't do that. I don't know. Yeah, I can't.
Anybody is was anyway some man is here. Until the morning, Nanganabo. The Jina para, when they tomorrow, no lecture. Man, look at us, cannot keep a lady the shadow, no get that here. We here, and it's long abo. I didn't. What day Kubolo will go near the Bolo. Hence, today Kubolo go near Putiti. Makari to go committed. So I'm here to say what you cannot say. Iwe will like you got to make a make him bejoku. Thanks to the Kubula, over when I say you couldn't tell ya. Oh, when it came man here, so when you walk out, when I said out to a no Kimbo. And when I'm a local. So who brings the Kumbula? Oh, go on after the so who go on and other me could push the man lab. So easily from that I had a chumbo, no. You can't. To the end, but remember when he was in my down. And I don't know for humanity. And in the end, I'm at a marriage in a cake. Engineer answer to double tiny method or any. I will number for my own man on and look at that. I will come you long and I did cook. Who now open up you. I didn't know them convert to go a man go log in them. But this will go and bony believe and I had a put and let me give one chair. Let my give here carefully. You believe Baya. Loadella Hadeka. Still, I don't know about water and water, but we believe village amendment. I'm one made that castle, not it to pack up a lot of ladder. You believe a woman not indeed what did that. It's a lot of one Makalani believe. Unlike those days, Banola, Ola, Potabo, Omonan in them, or George Butani. Highly Jerome, we go and incorrect those impressions. The one was your own fellow, about the best character, Manzuro. onye m ga-eme ihe ọjọọ ihu oge m onye mbụ onye m gaba ezigbo mmadụ mee isi kashi. So what I'm here is to bring later ụwa matala ladịkwa ezigbo mmadụ ndị nọ onye mbudere bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ma adịghị ọdọ that bribe ahụ iri aka azụ anyị onye Igbo ego ta ochefu onwe si bịa Maazị Nnamdi Kanu has come to change that echiche na asụsụ Igbo. Ahụrụ onye ka akwụkwọ onye na-eji otu nwanne anyị ga-akpọ ya ikpere ebere. Ahụrụ onye ka abụ ikpere ebere because other people came, they give them money. Other people came, gwere ego pụọla ihu. Onye ka na mbụ ikpere ebere. So what we are here wanting the mebo because we go on meeting ya and you weapon will be military. So I in the ime that's like Jesus on what around name like in Zoom. So I never abo you metaro gun lade honuma ilekwana munugi hela iberiba no chore unu la tawa daria. That is why we can never hardly believe. So let me not pay you or do not come after me. I'm the members of the because when you have for the so I'm here to support my own and also support your own people. That is why what I'm here to do. So ye would like here Yajoba and Joaho, each battery to Nama Hamdeka Mobejuku. If it memory or no, emotia laku to lie. So what you have to do is you go and think of whatever I have been here to say. I'm not to one line you couldn't support but highly look when I came back. What is happening to you people? But don't leave me a whole so Lulu could have tried uno de hecho no uno kuwaka la kipafu wacha sitala anizo drokula la de kukwanoku ugunga kwezo kula la de kwa chwani so obola hani ndime obola da against the land alage bachun kete but opan la hadi mebu they secure the land dime kwano tala weke dere ugwala dere unu bia una adalla ugu oduno una kwisilala anu kwisilala una kuleze la leza gashia obara basha luno unu ge une kala la kwa sutunu gacho tunu ge mo sitala chuku kikabama na nyerane so hende ko kebo ndeka anyị una hono toje dere oganye apobiela yono I really thank you very much. Onye mara ki ama la chigiji so ya bo toje dere la oganye adola agula la ayivone ani rife la se o hende ko kembo ndeka anyị nwe ikakọta ha de ko ka biko igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ ndị ọ na-ege ntị kana bụ na ga echo solo bachita ndị ko kembla ani gidi kechi makalite ji agwagwu ha ọbụla mbụ hwanye ani gileru ya na kugbo onye ahụ tata anyochi mmadụ asị gị na ikopi ekpere onye ọbụla gwere igbo mara ihe kọta ha dị ka ọ dịghị mfe adịkwana nsọ mgbe ọ dị mfe ọ dị mfe ọwala hụ nwatakịrị mmadụ asị igbo ma ndị na-ege ntị onye ahụ tata anyochi afọ ji gị fọ ofe ala fọ onye ahụ tata anyochi mmadụ asị ododo na ọ bụ nwanne unu nwoke ụmụnne unu ndị mgbe na asịta ndị taa bịa kwụ otu kwime tọn na fonde hewo otu jedere unu tira n'otu bụ izu ụka ọdọ ndụ mere ndụ azụ onye ahụ taa ahụ echi ndị wona
Yes, this is where the program has come to an end, and then we open our phone line for those that have a contribution to make. Don't wait till the last minute. That's the normal thing people do. They wait till the last minute, and then the phone starts coming. And by then it's too late. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Our responsibility and your or my responsibility. What is it contributing? What is it contributing? This is what you have to ask yourself. We have to be honest to ourselves. What's your activity? Is it helping? Or is it causing mayhem? Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Someone we're calling from our Nigeria, Spain. If you could try and bless every IPOB family member all over the world, anywhere you are residing, anywhere you're contributing, we can protect and guide you. We can protect and guide our every leader, Mazi Kanu, wherever he may be, no matter the situation he's going to, we can protect and guide. He will soon join us. Any plan of the evil man, evil woman, anywhere they are gathering against him,
Okay, can you hear me now? All right, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. What is going on? And I think it has stopped. Yeah, it has stopped. Sorry about that. You got stuck on something. It's what we are seeing. I must say that they lie, they label us, and they will continue to do that. You know, so that's what it is. Your caller, your name, and where you calling from?
Carry waka.
Yeah, so that's what we see, that's what we experience. So we must see what we have to do, and that we do. We are not waiting on anybody, and it is not of our interest to wait for anybody to come and help us or salvage whatever. It is our job, it is our responsibility, and that we must accomplish. We don't mince words. That is the way it is. The call number is +1 484 0848. +1 484 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. They can accuse. It's not today they've been doing it. Even to our own people, they actually try to change the mind of our own people. The same people they are victimizing, the same people they are killing, and they will turn around and accuse their own children of being criminals, of being IPOB, of being ESN, and these are their own children, making them not to react and leaving them vulnerable. Now they are attacking villages. What are they doing? They are looking for the same youth they have been killing. You have to come and help them. You can't eat your cake and have it too. We must be very intelligent the way we respond to accusations. The accusation is something they are doing to change your mind. Why are they the ones that will tell you what to do? Why are they the ones that will tell you that your children are criminals? Then if they are fighting to take your land, why are you not fighting to save your land? Why? Why? It is disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. There's no reason why they should come and give us peanuts for our land. It's not that they are giving. I'm not talking that it is right, but when they are giving you something, they are giving you peanuts, and our people will comply. That means you have no value. If you know the usefulness of something, the value of something, it will be difficult before somebody convinces you to relinquish your valuables. That will be a no-no. They don't have land. They don't have identity. They know they are Fulanis, and they know they want the land. And where to get the land is from Biafra land. And how are they going to get it? Accuse them, infiltrate them, and bribe them. And the deal is done. And that is exactly what is happening. That is what is happening. Our people, some of them are very greedy. Greedy to the point that they cannot reason before they act. Show me the money, and they will fall off the track. The call number is +1 484 0848. Don't wait till the last minute, because I will not continue to extend the time, because you're a regular caller or something. No. Our times are scheduled, and we have to abide by it. Unless my colleague is not coming, then I can extend it. But by and by, I noticed that some people wait to be the last to call in, and by then you have about 5 people trying to get in at the same time, and that don't work. So let's see what we do, if it's rewarding or not. That's why I ask you, what is your role? Are you contributing, or are you squashing? Which one are you? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi ALOZIE, good morning. My name is HK. I'm calling here from USA. Mazi ALOZIE, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the good work you are doing. And also good morning, Biafrans, and good morning, fellow listeners. Wherever you are, good morning from here. It depends on your time zone. Mazi, today in English, I broke it, right?
No, English. Broken is tomorrow, Thursday.
Okay. Mazi, I am so upset, and I don't understand the people we try to save. I don't know why they're taking a long time to understand what's going on, and why they don't listen and take action they're supposed to be taking. Now they're talking about PVC for election. Who are those talking about PVC for election? The same people that was killing them and they're subjecting to go vote for it. If you wonder what's going on now, you can see those people, the same people that are killing them, none of them talking about PVC or about the election, because they know how to read that election. Instead of this youth to talk about revolution, and they're talking about PVC. Who are you going to do the PVC? And after you do the PVC, who's going to announce the election? The same criminal people is going to tell you who's going to win. So you're talking about go get your PVC does not matter, because the other people tell you it does not matter, because whoever is going to announce the election is the same person that announced the election last time they rigged it. It's the same person. So who is the INEC chairman? The same man, the same Fulani. You guys already be finalized in that country. Instead of you guys talking about it, because revolution is what we want. Because the revolution is what's gonna talk about where we belong. This PVC or whatever, the democracy does not work on that zoo. That country is expired. Nigeria does not exist no more. Look at what they did last time I checked up on the social media. They have about 6 luxurious bus full of the people, criminal, Boko Haram, Fulani killers, all those Boko Haram, going to Lagos, and nobody stopped them to ask questions. And nobody stopped them to figure out where these people is coming from. And nobody stopped them to find out where these people from. All those terrorists from West Africa, from anywhere in West Africa, call it Chad, call it Niger, anywhere, they invited them by the same person you call it president. He is the one invited all these Boko Haram and killers. And in front of you guys' eye, they recruited about Boko Haram, how many number they recruited into the military. And up to now, you guys thinking about you have the military. And that's the same people that's going to enlist the day that you guys going to go do your protest or whatever, that you guys decided when they rigged that election, that you guys talking about PVC, when they rigged it to talk about who win, and it's not the same person you guys are thinking about is going to win. You guys won't do that, because they will send those people to go and kill you guys. That's the reason why we keep hammering that we want revolution, because revolution is what we want, because Nigeria is no longer exist. Nigeria is gone. Because when you look at the criminality and everything that kept on happening day by day, every day, the same criminality, routine criminals, all this government, whatever they call them in Aso House of Rest, those are criminals. None of them exist to be on that seat. Even the same impost that they put on the Aso Rock, All the whole killing that happened in that country called JUN, Nigeria, and this person you guys calling your president never go out there to see what is happening. Pay a sympathy to those people that are killing. Go get his foot out of that asshole to go see what is happening. But whenever they say that the president is traveling to overseas, or whenever they call her to whatever outside the country to Western world, he will see this guy running like a chicken. He's the first one to catch a flight. But the same country, you guys open your mouth and call the same president, and they're killing you guys, all these terrorist people from Sahara, from anywhere, West Africa, coming inside it, invited by the same president, by the same man that invited them to come over to Islamics, everybody in that so-called JUN, Nigeria. And nobody is talking, and everybody kept quiet. And the same criminals and the same ones who's going to tell you guys who's going to be your next president. And you guys are thinking about you're going to do anything, they're going to unleash the military. The same Boko Harams. All of them they put into the militaries, and nobody is talking. And you guys take everything. It's about the time you guys started putting a poster for referendum. It's about the time we change the subject of PVC into a referendum, because we want referendum, and this is our time to achieve that referendum. Because thinking about what happened in that country up to today, we can now know that that country is no longer a one country. It's no longer existing no more, because everything in that country is Islamized. Let me tell you guys, under Obasanjo, they have a Sharia law in the north. And anybody that you guys thinking about putting in that seat, and that will make them to have the power to Islamize every single person in that zone called Nigeria. Because these people are showing us day by day what they're capable of doing, because they know we are no longer a one Nigeria that you guys call it. They know Nigeria is no longer existing, and they know they have the Nigeria into their borrow hands. It's about the time we rise up and talking about referendum, and the referendum is what we want. We don't want anything called the PVC or whatever, because we want referendum, because referendum is what gonna tell us who are we, where we belong, and where we wanna be at. So the referendum is the key, and the referendum is what we're supposed to be talking now. No later, no tomorrow, no whatever. The referendum is what we're supposed to be talking now. Today, tomorrow, or next is referendum that we want. And let's talk about the people that keep posting over, go get your PVC or whatever. There is nothing called PVC. We want referendum, and referendum is what we demand. The youth of the land is demanding referendum, because those politicians they have now, all of them are criminals. All of them don't want any good thing for the land. All of them don't want you to have a good hospital. All of them don't want you to have a good school. All of them don't want you to have a good road. All of them want you to have an industry, production. They don't want that, because the northern region, they already know that they have Islamic state in their own country. They want to make everything Islamic. It's about the time they divide that country. The country should be divided and let people know where they belong, because we cannot have only one state, only one tribe, because Nigeria is known by ethnics, because that's what you guys don't understand, because they cannot put us Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, you guys are one. No, because we have a different every ethnic city. It's about the time we demand referendum, and referendum is what we want now. Thank you, Mazi ALOZIE.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? That line is done. Call number is +14847670848. Caller, you are still up. We are not hearing from you. Okay, your line has ended. Let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling?
Yes, Mazi ALOZIE, I can hear you. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Mazi ALOZIE, then you will see your fatherland. I want the we are not joking here. We are fighting against the kingdom of darkness. Fulani Janjawe and the United Nations and BBC, they are looking a very clear way just to tackle terrorists. I want to know. They broke the pipeline and they thought saying that we break. What is the problem of Nigeria? Why must Fulani be determined to kill Biafra, to occupy our land? We have the leader, governors, religious leaders, all of them shouting for one Nigeria. Just imagine. But let Nnamdi Kanu ask a question. All these religious leaders in Biafra land and all the governors, who are your father before you become Nigeria? Simple question. None of us can answer it. Who then they think the same? Is it not a question then Nnamdi Kanu ask? Who are you, Biafrans, before you amalgamated to become a Nigeria that is killing every one of us? Now Fulani want to use Nigeria to take our land and we are watching it with our eyes. Nobody is saving us. All our leaders, what they have to is just go and take and get their PVC for one Nigeria. One Nigeria that an impostor is really, as a president, an impostor, the whole world knows. One Nigeria holding our leader hostage in the hands of the worst terrorists on this planet, Fulani. They are attacking Fulani number 4. Fulani is the number 1. And the you see this Biafra, but then you see this Biafra, the world mandated that we Biafrans we take our freedom to become free on this earth, to occupy our land, the land where our God gave us. By violence, then I damage in this world. I want to tell you, then Kudos will not take Kuchobi. Then we are here. You know what? We make sure that this world for everybody ends. So we cannot exist. And America will exist. Then anything then it's quite kind of something that they're dead. Then I came, quite kind of a thing that then I came, Romans chapter 7. Romans chapter 7. Then at the same Romans chapter 8. Every verse is important there. Then at John chapter 1, John chapter 1 from verse 1 to 10. Okay, this, because we study every book. Why must you deprive yourself to be studying? Information is power. Learn. And we have learned something. And the radio Biafra must stand. Then I will say, even on this religious leaders, even the Becca TV practice the religion Jesus Christ gave them more. Becca TV know what Jesus Christ told them. Jesus Christ, Father the attache, Bishop the attache, Bishop 400 million, before. There's all the generation I kind of. Nnamdi Kanu, Jesus and Kai, Hajukwa. And you quite a Putake on the Igbo. I got then the Kanu price. Here me walk out here me kwena 67. He had the most what you can say. Guy Lata. Zika Semba no ga president. Papa here to rock. The guy wouldn't be there. Can you be better than the Kanu? The guy be better than destiny is destiny. Okay, got that. Okay, you will look at your car. I'm not now. I'm not selling. We are going home. I would tell politicians, get to talk like that. But Fulani come tell us another story. Biafra. They can tell people that's now. But I got that's how Lawa. You know, I'm Monaka. Who's Boko Haram? What did Boko Haram do? We are here. Let's see the scripture of Quran. Then I create Deuteronomy chapter 28, Deuteronomy chapter 29, and Deuteronomy chapter 30. Then don't go get what's scripture of Mamoa? Then if landlord want to take his house, we tell that to deny. He say he will not take your house. Then let's go chat them up. Then they think about them. Scripture of what on them? I have Halaya. On a real, how did you say? I am a man. I don't know my kaya preacher or to be capable. So what kind of a dependent can say to the water trap? I think that no call for okay to be capable. Then what talking so all this religious that someone have it after that 28. 28 what kind of tomorrow? They are not telling temple no more family. Okay, then I will say That is the speak. Heaven will shake, earth will crack. That is what we are buying. We're not the sight. Oh, for no, we are practicing it here. That's what I'm just flagging up. And then I'm the kind of giving you the James. I am my own to not let up pretend now. But I'm not going to let this thing down. If you don't make Scott Chagan, I'm going to call me. You will let me know the thing and I need that. All the governors, so now, Musa. Yeah, we're wanting a lover. Better not the Kanu tongue, I know me. Not what I am. Everyone in Lava, you don't know why you go. One of them for the plan. Neka, Lori, now, ya, Oje, Okonka, Obey. I will not joking. Oh, Biafrans.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. The call number is +14847670848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. It is what we do. We relate to everybody. We speak what we know. And not only do we speak, we preach it. We convey to you are saying. They are saying the truth. Call out your name and where you call it from.
Good morning, Mazi ALOZIE.
Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you, Mazi ALOZIE, once again. I greet our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The only truthful human being I have ever seen in my life. Chukwu Okike Abiama is in strength. Every day, I start to think, what will happen to black race? What will happen to Nigerians? What will happen to Igbo race in particular? Because what makes you a human being is the way you reason. And that was what our leader has been teaching, preaching for years. It's a pity that black man has refused to reason, to be a human being, not minding the whole insult that the white people are insulting the black. The only chance they have, they are joking with it. Only black race will collect money to remain a slave. That is the saboteur you see in this struggle. Somebody will be very, very serious to make sure he destroys those who are out there to save them. Not only them that is alive now, to save unborn generation. Only black race can never remember the unborn generation. They cannot remember the history of the dead. They can't remember the living. How did these people going to live, be alive? Black race lost everything. Peter Obi is a man. I know this man may be between 50 to 60, or between 60 about. I myself is over 70 years. I'm over 70 years now. I know the history of Nigeria. I know the time Azikiwe was jumping up and down to liberate Nigeria from bondage, from British, so that Nigeria will get independence. Today, some of us who are still here have seen what
those things that Azikiwe did that time, what is looking like now. And somebody like Peter Obi, who claimed to be a learned somebody, cannot go back to the history and learn. Any culture, any place, any group of people that neglect history is finished. It's a pity that Igbo race has lost everything without Nnamdi Kanu, without Ipob. That somebody will collect money to send his people over to Fulanese, over to British, because of nothing. The money where you will live one day and die, and leave that money, and leave everything. You collect money to kill your people. Peter Obi travel to North to pay for Tafawa Balewa when they bury him. That is where his trouble started. He traveled to British Kingdom of Darkness to pray for that, for British or for whoever. Then British, the people will come back, coming to destroy to destroy the whole unborn generation. It will not go well for P2B. P2B will die naturally death because he is doing the work of Satan. It's not the work. It's not the work of God. God did not create Nigeria. Satan created Nigeria, and that is why Nigeria cannot move forward. P2B, you will die naturally death. You will not go anywhere. It will not go well with you and your group. I greet my leader, our leader, who set up this platform to open the eyes of blind, to see, to understand, to open their brain, to reason as a human being. But it's unfortunate that the same Igbo people are doing everything to remain slave. Thank you, Mazi ALOZIE, for your effort. It is not easy. Go ahead, yeah.
We are heading towards the end of the program, and the call number is +14847670848. We are the ones directing our moves. Nobody will direct us. We are the pilots. Nobody will pilot us. We already know how to fly the craft. So we are flying it. We are moving. No looking back. It is our obligation. At this stage, I'll call it the day because the Australians were here. The equipment is crying. I thank all of you. Tomorrow, now waiting they happen. Join us. Join us. Tomorrow, now waiting they happen. Thursday. I thank all of you and be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm and be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm and be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings.
Document.
Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm and be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stick together to fight the enemy. Raise an alarm. And be very careful and pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings.